right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're looking at how global superstars BTS turned their Mexico tour stop into an absolutely unforgettable mix of viral chaos, deep brotherhood, and just profound cultural connection. We're going to break down exactly how their hilarious offstage side quests ended up fueling one of their most energetic concert runs ever. Picture this. You've got global superstars suddenly busting out professional wrestling moves right in the middle of a massive stadium show. It's a completely bizarre sight, right? But to understand why they were doing this, we've got to rewind a bit and look at what they were up to when the microphones were actually turned off. So let's start with Section 1, the viral vanguard, focusing on Kim Tae-young's entirely unpredictable charm. Okay, so Taehyung's offstage antics escalated so fast. Literally on day one, he was out on the streets treating fans to banderillas, that popular local battered and fried street food. And what's wild is someone from his team actually came out to try and pay for these treats, but neither the staff nor the proud local fans would let them. They completely refused the money. By day two, he's just happily wandering around, holding cotton candy, totally surprising his security team. And by day three, he's out on a rainy museum date wearing a raincoat, shorts, and long socks, just completely embracing the city. And it gets better, because he even tried his hand at the local language. Debuting this fresh half-blonde hair, he drops a deep-voiced mucho picante, which literally left Suga absolutely speechless. It was just pure comedic gold and really showed how much effort they were putting in to genuinely connect with the local culture.
That brings us to Section 2, the Lucha Libre side quest, covering their Arena Mexico adventures.
So the absolute peak of their trip was when Suga, Jimin, Jin, and Jungkook decided to go full incognito to watch a professional wrestling match at Arena Mexico. But honestly, even behind masks, global superstars do not stay hidden for long. They were spotted almost immediately, which led to this incredibly wholesome moment. The famous pro wrestler Mystico, who was actually wearing a custom BTS jacket, by the way, came right down into the crowd to greet them. He hugged each member, and Jungkook was just happily returning the love with finger hearts. Now, the contrast between how the members reacted to the match is just hilarious. On one side, you have Jin. He's cheering the loudest, but he's literally jumping and flinching in sheer terror every single time a wrestler attacks. And then right next to him is Jimin, completely unfazed by the violence, just casually applying lip balm and taking selfies while guys are slamming each other onto the mat just feet away from him. They just totally immersed themselves in the chaotic local energy. They were eagerly giving thumbs downs whenever their favorite wrestler got punched. And at one point, Jin and Jimin joined the crowd's energetic chants. They were screaming local slang like culero at the top of their lungs. The best part? They had absolutely zero clue they were shouting local profanities. They were just polished pop stars living totally in the moment. Moving on to Section 3, chaotic concert chemistry, where we see them bringing all that chaos right onto the stage. As you can imagine, this unparalleled, playful energy spilled right over into the concert. Jin and Jungkook were literally recreating the Lucha Libre moves they'd learned the day before, mid-show. We also got treated to these hilarious inside jokes, like Jungkook and Taehyung doing this weird imaginary aura farming ritual where they pretended to transfer energy to each other. Taehyung found an Iron Man plushie and just started completely goofing off. And honestly, from carrying each other around during their butter intro to Jin casually messing with their army bomb light sticks during a deeply emotional ballad like Spring Day, they were just radiating joy the entire time. And Taehyung's interactions with the fans? Completely unfiltered. During the Idol parade, he was swaying his hips so infectiously that he actually got the cameraman to join in. Then he completely broke the artist-fan barrier. He literally marched straight over to the venue's bar, bought drinks, and handed them out just so he could share an impromptu VIP toast with the crowd. I mean, who does that? Meanwhile, Jimin brought his own signature charm to the mix, acting as an absolute flirt all night long, making that intense, deep eye contact, giving thumbs up, posing for pictures. He even gifted his hat to one unbelievably lucky fan in the crowd. He really made sure every single person felt seen. Let's move into Section 4, a love letter to culture, highlighting the mutual respect with Mexican armies. Ultimately, what makes this tour stop so legendary was their profound respect for the local culture. Taehyung actually went incredibly viral on Mexican national television for learning enough Spanish to drop a surprisingly sweet, culturally resonant Mother's Day wish. Happy Mother's Day, Mother Maria. Let me tell you, the screams in that stadium were absolutely deafening. Okay, 70,000. Just let that number sink in for a second. That is the estimated number of fans who gathered completely outside the already sold-out stadium just to hear them perform on day 3. They couldn't even see the stage. They literally just wanted to be near the music. When you think about that crowd, it perfectly contextualizes why Minumi genuinely had to stop and ask the crowd, does Mexico have an even bigger stadium? It totally captures the sheer gravity and just overwhelming passion of the Mexican army. No matter the size of the venue, the demand was just overflowing. And this mutual love culminated in this deeply moving moment during Spring Day. The members actually took out their in-ear monitors. They completely stripped away the technology just so they could hear the raw, beautiful harmony of those fans singing every single word right back to them in perfect sync.
So, to wrap up this explainer, we have to ask ourselves, when global superstars immerse themselves this fully, when they learn the slang, eat the street food, hit up local wrestling matches, and basically treat a foreign country like their own chaotic backyard, does the language barrier even exist anymore? It's a true masterclass in human connection, proving how BTS somehow manages to turn massive, intimidating stadium tours into intimate hangouts with millions of people.